After Bitcoin drops to 68K, it's currently trying to hold for its life above 70K. Does it have enough strength to make it back up, or will we be seeing more downside? Let's find out. Welcome back to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Right now it's about 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, and the price of Bitcoin is currently at 70,487. Before we do the top-down analysis, I want to go over this winning trade I gave you guys yesterday on the 15-minute chart. I was seeing this flag here. I did the measure move, taking us to about 71,612. We didn't hit the exact measure move, but we got as high as 71,378. So congratulations on whoever took that trade. This is a good win for the FlexCandle community. Starting off here with the weekly chart, right now we're having a red candle. This is looking bearish. We have not been able to get even close to this 21 moving average yet at 83,981. I thought that by now we would be at least close to 80K. That has not happened. We're stuck here right where the weekly stochastics RSI usually start to roll over. We rolled over here, we rolled over here, and now we could start rolling over again. The RSI looks like it wants to roll over. If we continue going sideways and this 21 moving average catches up to price, I think that's what's going to end up making us go below this 200 moving average and possibly have this head and shoulder play out some more. This head and shoulder right now on the weekly, I have it taking us pretty much below 30K. Now, if we head over to the 4-day chart, we see that the stochastics are starting to get a little toppy. We could definitely stay here for a while and drag just like we did over here, but look at the RSI. The RSI never got to 50 and it's already starting to roll over. The 21 moving average is already caught up to price range, and in 1 day, 1 hour, this candle will be closing. If it closes like this will be a red engulfing candle, and it's also going to be tweezer tops. Usually that makes us have more downside. On the 2-day chart, this is where I have the bear flag. Currently we got out of the bear flag and now we're right above it. We're right on the 21 moving average pretty much, and that's holding us up. But if we lose the 21 moving average and we get back into this pattern, more than likely this is going to play out. The stochastics RSI you can see here are double top. It looks like we're rolling over. The RSI didn't really get above 50 and we're starting to roll over as well, so that looks like that might be in play next. Now on the daily chart, we can see here we're rolling over after we triple top. Here the RSI is trying to come up, but this could easily roll over, and once we got above the 50 moving average, we started rolling over as well. As you can see, tweezer tops, the next two candles were red. Right now we're trying to have a green candle. This closes tomorrow though. So far we are above the 21 moving average, barely, only by a couple $100. So let's see what ends up happening. Let's see if we could stay above this 21 moving average and make our way towards this 80 moving average at 77,814. Now on the 8-hour chart, stochastics look to be on the way up, but right here is a little tricky. This could continue going up if we're bullish. This could roll over. I'm not liking that this is looking like a head and shoulder pattern. We got rejected off of this 200 moving average that's showing weakness, and we're currently below the 21 moving average. Now yesterday I told you guys this is looking to me like a head and shoulder pattern, left shoulder head, and then yesterday I told you the right shoulder's not formed. If we can't get above the 21 moving average, I see us making a right shoulder, and precisely like that I'm seeing a right shoulder here. Now this measured move, I gave it to you guys yesterday, will take us close to about $62,000. We've been able to hold up above the 200 moving average. That's at 68,864. But if we break the 200 moving average, you guys already know, look how long it takes before we can make it back up due to history. So that is not going to be a good sign, and right now this is looking to me like a head and shoulder pattern that could trigger. Now if we head over to the 1-hour chart, you still see the head and shoulder pattern, but yesterday I was also talking to you guys about this could be an inverted head and shoulder, left shoulder head, right shoulder. It looks like we're doing a complex right shoulder. We're above the 21 moving average. Stochastics are getting toppy, but look at the RSI starting to roll over. In order for this to work out, the measured move to this would take us back above the 200 moving average, and both things could be right. This inverted head and shoulder could play out on the 1 hour, and then we could get rejected, and then this overall head and shoulder pattern could play out on the 4 hour. So we're still having that battle. Nothing has happened yet. On the 15-minute chart, we could see that the stochastics are rolling over. We made it above the 200 and the 21 moving average, but it's not looking good. If we don't hold above the 200 moving average, I do see us having more downside. This was a head and shoulder pattern that ended up happening here, left shoulder head. We did a right shoulder, and that gave us the measured move. It kind of looked like we double bottom here. We came back up, and now we're kind of doing a falling wedge. I just don't know if this is going to play out. Let's put the falling wedge here just in case. Now that I'm looking at it, this could actually be a descending triangle here. If it's a falling wedge, we could make it back up to 71,600. If this ends up being a descending triangle, just because I'm seeing lower highs on the top, this could take us down back to 69,200 211, which isn't too bad. But let's see what ends up happening here. Right now, overall, I feel like we need to get back above 72K. We have to stay above 70K. We can't keep on losing 70K. Losing 70K is just showing weakness, and eventually we're just going to have more downside. If we could get back above 72K, 73K, and especially 74K, where there's going to be monster resistance again, then I could see us having more upside. But right now, we're stuck in a range, and we must hold 70K. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.